Hey, welcome to the Polyline Macro videos. Polyline Macro videos. We had a workshop yesterday uh, talking about Polyline macros, figuring out how to analyze different areas for site plans. And there's two methods. There's the Carrick method, and then there's the Alaskan Sons method. I know about the Alaskan Sons method, and Joe Carrick has a method which is a little bit different. Um, uh, in the meeting, one guy said, I didn't even know the Alaskan Sun had a method. So I'm just getting that out there. So if you guys want these methods, you guys contact Joe Carrick or Michael, the Alaskan Sun, to get, if you think these macros will benefit you. Here's the idea for the macro. I'm going to give you an example. This is Michael, the Alaskan Sun's macro system that that he uses. Here's a house. It's a two-story house with a deck on top, and you can see I got a front porch maybe here, and I got a side porch here, and this side porch here is actually included in the floor area ratio, and you get this. The model's not done. I'm still working on it, but here's the idea behind this stuff, and it's you got to figure out how much carport do I have? How much garage? How much carport? How much front porch do I have? How much side porch do I have? How much rooftop deck over here do I have? How much deck do I have over here? You get the idea. I mean, I got a bunch of different areas. And Chief, unfortunately, done. Well, I can't figure. The easiest way for me to figure this out is to use Polyline macros. So here's my site plan right here. This is my site plan right here. And I have an area right there. You see that area right there? That area right there, that is my first floor. This area right here is my second floor, and it is a polyline. It's a closed polyline, and this polyline right here has a label. This polyline. This is the idea. If I want to increase the size of this garage, how's it going to affect my floor area ratio, total floor area, cost, etc.? Watch what happens right down here. New garage. Okay, you're going to see this change from 380. If you look over here, and by the way, on the left-hand side, this is my data sheet that goes to my site plan. And my builders and my the plan checkers and reviewers, they're going to look at these numbers and figure out what they're going to figure out. What is my floor area ratio? Well, how much garage do I have, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to change the size of this garage. I'm going to change the size of this garage over here on the right-hand side, and you're going to see this number change. You're going to see this number here change. I show the areas also on the site plan, and on the actual site plan, and then in a box in the site plan, on the site plan, and then there's also this calculation of the floor area ratio. So this number, when I change the size of this thing, it's going to change the number in a lot of spots. Watch this. New garage. Watch this tab. And I think if I open this up, the area of this is 380 square feet, okay? If I change this like this, it's 715. Look, it just changed it down there, 715, which is kind of cool. Over here, it changed the garage over here to 715. It's changed it there. And by the way, I think it changed the lot area. I mean, the FAR. The FAR. Look, the FAR is 0.86 now. Let me pull this back to where it was. I don't know what it was. Oh, I guess it was right about there. Watch this. 0.86, okay? My garage is now 380 again. 380. It's 380 over, where is it? There it is. It's 380 there. And now you'll notice my floor area ratio went down from 0.86 or whatever it was down to 0.76. Unfortunately, my floor area ratio still exceeds the maximum. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I did something else. I don't know what else I did. But anyway, but the point is, when I meet with my client and we say we're 10 square feet over, I can go up here. I can come up here to the second floor area, and I can what's the size of this second floor? 1231. It's right there, 1231. So not only has it changed the second floor right there, It's also changed the total floor area. By the way, it's changed the total floor area, and it's changed the floor area ratio over here. So it's doing a lot of calculations, and that's the magic. And that is what's so important for this stuff right here. You know, you understand why. We were trying to be accurate. And I'm showing the same number, this garage area in 3 or 4 different places. And it's all automatic now. It's just tied to what I'm actually building. And so that's the magic behind it. Now you're going to say, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And I'm going to go up to, I got a front deck right here. I'm going to do a rear deck. I got a back deck right here. I got a back deck. So what I do is I go up to my second floor, and I'm going to create a polyline blah, blah, like this right here, okay? And I'm going to put it on layer eyedropper. That's it right there, which is, what is this? That's on CAD site building 2. Layer eyedropper. I'm going to put that on this. This is just on a layer that means to me that it's the polyline for the floor area. So here's the deck right here. And I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give it a texture. Okay, fill. I'm going to give it a fill of vertical, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Vertical hatch. Come on, Scott. Figure out. God, Jesus, so stupid. 8. And it's transparent, I guess. So here's the deck right there. And what does this mean? What is that? What is that right now? What's it labeled? You don't even have a label. It's nothing. It's nothing. Wait a second. Maybe I already have a macro for it, or I have a label for it. So I go to my label. I'm building up to this, okay? You guys will understand this. Specify label right here. Let's see if I already have a macro for it. And new deck 1. I think this is going to be new deck 2. My deck I'm going to call this new deck 1, period. Forget it. New deck 1. So I've already set this macro up, and I'll show you how to do a macro in a second. New deck 1, watch this. New deck 1, there you go. Now it's labeled as new deck 1. Now everybody sees this is new deck 1, whatever it is. So now if I come over to here and I select this and I go and I put this little macro right here, and there's 2 macros for it. Insert macro, and it's new deck 1 value. The value. I'm going to show you how to get to. Let's see what happens. There. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, man. There's a funny little quirk in here that just. There it is. Fuck it. Here, it's changed all these numbers, and I just can't figure it out. There's something screwy with this plan. I apologize for this. And so you might want to use Joe Carrick's macros, because he uses layers. I don't understand it very well, but this is really. It seems like when I go upstairs, Control X, go down. I'm just going to cut it down. Well, actually, I might have that located somewhere else, and that's what's really screwing it up. And look, you can't have 2 polylines with the same label name. You can't have 2 of them like that. And so maybe that's what I did. Oh, now I'm all back to the right numbers. Once I got rid of that, it's all fixed. I'm going to do part number 2. Don't watch this crap. I'm doing a poor job of it, I know. But I guess I'm just trying to show you guys, trying to inform you that there is a macro system that automatically does this stuff. And you can see that it's working for me so far. It's just when I get up to the second floor and I can't put my finger on why it's not working. But anyway, I'll do part number 2 in a second. And don't watch it. I don't care. That's the end.